Just finished watching the Arsenal Man City game, and it's ended up with a draw. Last minute equaliser from Martinelli, and yeah, just thought this would be relevant to United as well. We are now after 5 games on 7 points, and on points that Man City find themselves on. So after 5 games, I think everyone's been going in on Man United. Everyone, at least around me. Well, we find ourselves same points with Man City, 1 point behind Chelsea, and yeah, a few points behind Arsenal. Who, in my opinion, let me just kind of state this: Liverpool, Arsenal, and even Man City are top three by a long shot. Uh, in terms of consistency, quality, um, form from the last few seasons, they have been the top three. I think Arsenal has been top two for the past 3 4 seasons. Can't remember. So they really do Premier League win. Both Man City and and Liverpool have won the last few Premier League titles. So really, we should be looking at them as the top three. And we've played two out of the top three in 5 games now. And we've won against Chelsea, we've won against Burnley, and drawn against Fulham. That draw is what hurts me probably most in terms of results. We can't be drawing against Fulham. But anyway, where are we at? 7 points alongside Man City, mid-table. What have we learned? Well, we've learned actually now that Man City have got Donnarumma and Haaland, well, now that they've got Donnarumma, they have two of the very best in the world at both ends. Its striking department and in the goalkeeping department. And those two positions alone is what Dallas against um, against them. It was a 3-0 convincing victory, and it was both sides. I think if he didn't have Donnarumma, I think he scored his one of the chances that he get. And obviously, if they don't have Haaland there, simple as um, they don't score 3 goals. They maybe score one, probably most probably not three. So Man City are up there. Liverpool, if we meet them, I'm pretty sure they'll battle us like Wembley. But Arsenal struggled today, and I wanted to touch upon this match. I watched the game during some rounds, but I watched the game. And what a negative lineup from Arteta. Playing at home, you should be going for the league title. This Man City team is not the best, even though they've now got Donnarumma and they have Arnold with the team. This is not the informed Man City team. Obviously, they're on 7 points, like us, in 10th position. It's not the most informed Man City team. And Arsenal showed a clear lack of ambition and played three defensive midfielders, never went in for the victory. What happened? Conceded a chance early on. Haaland puts it away. First 10 minutes, Arsenal are down 1-0 at home to Man City. I think Mikel Arteta has got a mental block against Pep. Has to be. The decisions that he makes is just inexplicable. So, but at the same time, I'm critical of Man City, or being critical of Man City, but fair enough. What about Arsenal? They won a very, very lucky game against us. I maintain we should have never lost against Arsenal, and we clearly suffered from a lack of experience, um, time, and match management, game management, from which we suffered. Okay, but today Arsenal had the chance, after getting a couple of lucky wins, they had the chance to really cement themselves, play well. Saka was back, and the failed to do that, which leaves Liverpool as the clear leader in this family. Um, and I think that's true. That's where we're at. All throughout, I said Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man City, front three, clear of the rest of the team. Now I actually think Arsenal and Man City have joined the rest of the pack. Our defeat to Man City is maybe yeah, a bit of an anomaly. I think we have quite a lot to learn. But do I make Man City clear favourites against likes of Spurs, Chelsea, even Newcastle? No. So I think this kind of has got everything to play for. Just want to highlight a bit of great finishing, a great play by Arsenal at the end with Martinelli. How is Martinelli on the bench? That's 2 games on. He's come on as a substitute. He's got Arsenal goal. Eze still doesn't score. Not sure why Arsenal and Mikel Arteta bought him if they're not going to be playing him. London lad, you know, got the bit between his teeth, really wants to make an impact. Got his dream move to Arsenal, and they're not playing him. Bit weird, bit of a weird one. The rest of the table is starting to take shape now. I think 5 games on, and we kind of know what to expect from the league. Um, I think we're seeing that the teams which are promoted, the championship teams, have closed the gap on some of the Premier League teams. I think the likes of West Ham is in real trouble. Leeds are looking great. Um, Sunderland are looking great. So 3 draws today on all 3 fixtures, and it's going to be a very tightly fought Premier League this season, and one which, from a United perspective, I think and hope that our lack of European games can really benefit us. So I hope we do genuinely take each game as a final, not just a bit of publicity and saying the right things from Amorim and the rest of the press, but I hope we genuinely do take it as a final. We can't take every game as a final. So we have to approach it, with that mentality. And to their credit, I do think they're doing that because we are running out of steam, we are going all down space, and we are trying our best to play well. But we are also coming up short towards the end, um, and just managed the games better. So out on the time, all my fans, all the rest of the posse, all wanting Man United fans to scream and shout. I am not. Not because we've just won a game and I'm still proudly wearing my Man United gear. Had the shirt on yesterday and today got the hoodie on. But I can see progress being made. I can genuinely see us not being where we needed to be, where I expected us to be, but being somewhere where there's some kind of pattern and some kind of improvement on last season. It's not a quick fix. It's not like increase the intensity and everything is fine. When we are increasing the intensity on both boxes, we are running out of steam later on in the game. In the game, I think we are fitter, we are stronger, but I think come kind of like 75, 80 minutes, we're really falling short in terms of stamina and in terms of longevity. So that's something that I'm going to work out. But to be very honest with you, if we go in against top teams and we play 70 minutes with this high intensity, start off the blocks really strong, I think we'll be in good situations, good enough situations where we can afford to then sit back and manage the game. There's still mistakes that I mentioned. And there's got to try and find more consistent backline. Make changes, but make changes and bring on fresher legs in areas that we traditionally needed. So rotate your strikers, bring on, let's just go have 50, 70 minutes, bring on 70 minutes with half an hour to go. It's perfectly fine. But I don't know why we need to change our centre backs. Go back to the same point. It's not good. It's not good for the keeper, it's not good for the rest of the centre backs. And with every new substitution, we're having to rotate our centre backs. So that's not ideal, no matter how good you are. We get away from doing such things at a lower level, not even friendly. So we've got to fix that. But anyway, 5 games on, we're not in the top half because of goal difference. Of course, we've won 2 games, but it's still our team. We're kind of getting 2-1 and 3-2. Okay, we've won 2 games, 2-1 and 3-2. And drew again against Fulham. So, and we lost 3-0. So we're -2, I believe, goal difference. Right. What are my personal takeaways so far? I'm not happy, definitely not. But the 5 games in, I'm not hugely surprised and not very dissatisfied. So, um, as I said, that game against Fulham, I really was hoping that we would have got 3 points. And if you had given me 9 points at the beginning of the season after 5 games, I probably would have taken it. I think losing against Arsenal and Man City are to be expected, even for this Man United team. Although I do think we deserve something against Arsenal. I think for me, at the beginning of the season, to carry after 5 games, after the Chelsea game, um, we have 9 points, so we would have taken it. So, yeah, slightly below par, but I think United can go for that. What about Arsenal? Arsenal will face Liverpool in the next game. Dare I say it's a must-win game, not just for Arsenal but for the Premier League. If Liverpool beat Arsenal in the next game, they extend in to 8 points, at least against Arsenal. The next, well, if they win, potentially against Spurs, and we all know Spurs is in the same bracket as Man United, Chelsea. We don't expect them to put on a consistent run together. So they'll take it off at some point. So yeah, 6 games in, and Arsenal have got a must-win game to save their season. I'm already starting to hear, very unsurprisingly, about Arteta out. And usually in the past, I've always said, this is ridiculous. What are Arsenal expecting? What are Arsenal expecting? But I do think now the class for Arteta out are genuine. And if they lose against Liverpool next game, then I do believe the board will have to look at it. So interesting. But as for us, we move on, we proceed, and we keep on supporting United. Glory, glory, Man United. Yes, they have a lot to do.